Hey, Shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahawashi Bahashim, Harakah Hakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that have taught us this truth, and they continue to teach us. And Shalom to our brothers doing this mighty and powerful works in hopes of salvation. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, which means He exists. And Yahawashi is the name of the beloved Son, who the world will ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Yahawashi meaning He deliverer. He deliverer. Bahashim just means in the name. Yeah, man. This shit is collapsing. Businesses are shutting down. Businesses have been put in a suffocating position to where they are priced out of being a business owner. And because of taxes, they either have two options: shut down or move to another state. The economy is collapsing. And businesses are feeling it right now, man. That's why you see the reflection of those prices when you go buy food, man. When you go buy things that were once $12, now $20. It's like, what the fuck? Is it because the economy is literally hit a wall? You know? But check this video out, man. Very important.
Now let's change the subject a little bit and move on to what's going on with different jobs and different industries, guys, because the job market obviously has been a huge controversial topic lately with how many people have been losing jobs and how many businesses are shutting down. In fact, that's what we just talked about with the auto parts stores shutting down. And every time one of those stores shuts down, people lose jobs. Well, in places like Washington State, it is getting very, very bad over there with the amount of businesses that are going to be leaving due to all of the taxes going on, okay? There's some new information that was sent to me where about 1 in 4 Washington employers is now deciding that they're going to move out of the state, and that number has just tripled in the past 16 months. And this is all because of the extra taxes that are being threatened over there. According to the 2026 Washington Employers Survey, they collected 407 employer responses. They said that the business exits that they're anticipating are up 24% from a year ago. And the reason for this is because they recently just passed a record $9.4 billion in new taxes in 2025. And they also signed a 9.9% income tax this year on households above $1 million. This doesn't apply to just tech billionaires. This is anybody who is earning over $1 million a year. And naturally, you're going to see a lot of business owners in that category. But another 55% of people said they're considering moving their personal residence to another state, which is up from 44% just a quarter ago. You have 35% of these businesses that are in the beginning stages of looking at moving somewhere else. 28% are actively searching for locations, and 18% have already developed a formal relocation plan, and it is now inevitable. And at the same time, plans for people expanding businesses are completely collapsing.
So, no expansion. Main focal point for them is relocation. And, yeah, that's just a sign of the economy, bro. You know? And also, too, the politicians are to blame. You know, because they're passing these bills to increase taxes. And the taxes are targeting the business owners. You know, a lot of people are waking up to see that this is all orchestrated for the rich to get wealthier, and for those that are trying to become wealthy to become poor. Ecclesiastes 12:4, and the doors shall be shut in the streets, when the sound of the grinding is low. Amen. Work all across America, unemployment is growing. Grads are struggling to get a position. And if they do get a position, they're getting underpaid. So the jobs are slowing down. All right? And businesses are closing up. That's why the doors shall be shut in the streets. They're out of business. They're forced to relocate because of the taxes in that state. And then they go to another state that has a decent economy, and eventually they get priced out of business. Taxes are too high. So they're going to what? They're going to close down their business and try to find a better state. And guess what? All these fucking states are too high priced. That's literally what's going on. All these states are becoming too high priced. When the sound of the grinding is low and work is drying up, man, in America. Why? Because the economy is not growing. And then the business owners, they have to cut back. They have to find an escape plan to escape these taxes and these new laws, man, that have them pay more. And that affects the fucking workers, man, that gotta go to that business. And ye shall rise up to the voice of the bird. Yeah, everybody wake up early, you know, early bird get the worm, however that saying is. You know, you wake up, you go, you work, you make money. Well, people are about to wake up to no job, no purpose, because they made the job their purpose, their whole life. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And music is a reflection of society. Just low vibration. Alright, majority of the music now is all goddamn auto-tune and AI. AI, bro. AI is involved in the music. Believe it or not, man. You got softwares that, you got AI producers now, AI engineers. So everything is artificial. There's no soul in it, man. So we're in that day, man, when the economy collapses. Now, how the hell did I skip over verse 3? Let's go to 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. So those that watch the economy, the economists, you got the people on Wall Street, they're also, telling people like it's not looking good. You have people that buy stocks, they trade. In Wall Street and all that. They're in fear because they see that the economy is going to shit. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. And who keeps the economy? The elites, the economists. And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few. So the worse the economy gets, the worser the unemployment rating gets, the worser hiring gets, the worser job application gets. And the more expensive everything becomes and people ain't got no work, you see what they're doing. They want the sedition among men. And those that look out of the windows be darkened. So jobs are going to become few like they are right now to eventually none. All right? And those that look out of the windows is the CEOs, the head of the businesses. They're seeing that there's no future in this economy in America. And what are they doing? Filing for bankruptcy, saving their ass, selling all their assets, and leaving everyone else to figure it out. Send out their sympathy letter, and their condolences, and leave the people to figure it out, man. And it says, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and ye shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. So we're entering into that day, man. The day of the complete desolation of the economy. Isaiah 19:15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. No work at all, bro. None. And for years, the job market have been struggling. This year completely died. All right? Into 2025, it was dying. This year, it died. You get people being forced out of tech, cybersecurity. Then you got people being forced out of the restaurant business, servers losing their job, waitresses, and you got people at the front desk, customer service. You got teachers getting X'd out of their job too. You got TSA workers, you got airport workers. Hey, Spirit, look at what happened to 17,000 workers in one day. And that's it for those people. No benefits, no pension, nothing, everything gone. So it's going to be like that moving forward in these upcoming days, man, day to day. All right? It's going to be less jobs until even the essential jobs are gone. So nobody's going to be doing nothing. And low-key, that's what they want for this new order. They want you to be with that chip in you and just, be under their command through that chip, man. And then you're going to be on that basic income. And it says, in that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it. So the Most High he's actually getting this place. No more waiting 5-10 years for prophecies to be fulfilled. No, man, they're happening right now. All right? The Most High is shaking this place. It's over for America. And a lot of people are dealing with depression because they can see that, like, there's nothing left here no more. Like, no opportunity, no career growth, no American future. Because that's what these people are working for. And it's like, man, all of this shit is vain. It's going to be burnt the fuck up. All right? Let's get this one. 2 Ezra 16:45. It says, therefore, they that labor, labor in vain. So people are wasting their goddamn time because shit's about to collapse. Motherfuckers trying to put in 100 hours right now, every 2 weeks, to make sure they keep up with this new consuming, sucking the life force economy. Sucking you when you go to the fucking gas station, when you go to the grocery stores, when you go to the dental office, when you go to a doctor visit, when you goddamn near go to the DMV. So all of this shit is a waste of time. I mean, you know, of course we gotta do it, but people doing the most, it's like, man, all of this shit gonna collapse and it's gonna burn. But yeah, man, this shit is collapsing, and we just gotta hold on, man. Hold on. The Lord's about to get us up out of here. Well, Lord willing, this is edifying and to the point. Let me play some more video, because this is very crucial, bro.
My son set up AI trading on my phone. Said just watch it for a month. I almost deleted the app 3 times. Did it. 30 days later.
Completely collapsing. Only 9% of employers in Washington plan to grow in the state this year, which is down from 20% planning expansion just 16 months ago. That is a major, major problem for Washington state. And so what you're going to see from this is you're going to see the level of store closures and businesses going under and job losses hit different places disproportionately due to all of these things that these politicians propose, guys. Like, they think it's a good idea to add in all these extra taxes, but how many people actually have to leave in order for them to realize that this strategy isn't working? And you have other states who are actively recruiting all these businesses that are thinking about moving away from the state. So it's not like there's a shortage of places to go. It's just like, I have options. Where am I going to go where I'm going to be treated the best? And that's typically what businesses and money does, is they go to places where their business is treated the best. And the area gets rewarded with all the new jobs moving to that new area. Like, one of the most recent examples of this was Starbucks moving its headquarters away from Washington state and into Tennessee. And guess what? Starbucks just created 2,000 new jobs in Nashville and away from Washington state. And you know what Seattle Mayor Katie Wilson said about this? She just said, I think that the claims that millionaires are going to leave our state are super overblown. And if they do, then goodbye. Well, it's going to be easy to say that until you see your tax revenue collapse to the floor, and then you're going to be scrambling and wondering where you're going to get your money from to run your town. And sort of related to this, Airbnb's CEO this week, he just stepped forward and said that any sort of middle managers at companies right now are going to be completely eliminated over the next couple of years. And I think he's right, because we've already been seeing a lot of those jobs be eliminated recently. He says, I don't think managers will have any value in the future.